Hey guys, it is Info Girl. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about two credit cards that will allow you to pre-approve before getting hit with a hard inquiry. And I really want to make this video because I feel like there's so much fake information online when it comes to credit cards and credit scores. People will literally tell you, oh, this card has no hard pull. You're guaranteed approval. Anybody can get approved. And that's just not true. So, in this video, I want to give you real information, realistic credit scores, who these cards are good for, who should avoid them, what the limit usually looks like, and how to actually use these cards to build your credit instead of hurting your credit. Because at the end of the day, getting approved means nothing if you don't know how to manage the card correctly. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First, let's clear something up because this confused a lot of people. When people say no hard pull credit card, what that usually means is the company may let you check for pre approval using a soft inquiry first. That does not always mean the final application won't have a hard inquiry. That's the part of people are always leaving out. But realistically, I would say your odds are usually better around a 580 plus credit score or a 600 plus credit score, especially if your utilization isn't crazy high and you don't have recent missed payments and you don't have a ton of hard inquiries on your credit report. Now, since this is a secured card, you do need a deposit. Most people start around $200, and that usually becomes your credit limit. So if your deposit is $200 deposit is your limit. Now, what I do like about this card is it does report to all three credit bureaus. It offers cash back, and some people eventually graduate into an unsecured card, meaning they may get their deposit back at a later date. Some people also report limit increases over time, but let me be honest with you all. If you get a starter card with a $200 limit, a $300 limit, or even a $500 limit, do not max it out. That's where most people mess up at. If your limit is $200 and you spend $190, that is roughly at 95% of your credit utilization, which is terrible. And yes, that can hurt your credit score even if you pay it at a later date. You want to try to stay under 30%. Honestly, under 10% is even better. So if your limit is $200, I would personally try to stay around $30, maybe give or take, and pay it off early every single time if you can. This is so important to follow that step. The second one is Capital One Platinum Secured Card. And honestly, a lot of beginners start with Capital One. Capital One also has a pre approval system where many people can check offers before officially applying. Again, the initial check is usually a soft inquiry. But if you move forward with the application, you still may receive a hard inquiry. Now, credit score wise, I've seen people get approved with lower 500 credit scores, mid 500s, low 600 credit scores. But again, your full credit profile matters, not just your credit score. Banks also look at late payments, collections, utilization, income, existing debt, recent hard or soft inquiries. Now, one thing people like about Capital One secured card is sometimes not everybody has to put down the full deposit amount. Some people might see a $49 deposit. Some people might see a $99 deposit. Or some people might see a $200 deposit depending on their qualifications. Now, limits do vary with Capital One. A lot of people start around 200, 300, or even 500, but some users later get increases after showing responsible usage. Now, let me say something important. Please stop chasing huge limits when you first start building credit. I know social media makes people think if my limit isn't $10,000, then this credit card sucks. That mindset hurts people financially. Your first goal should be building positive payment history, learning discipline, keeping balances low, making payments on time. The limits come later. Now let's talk about the real part that matters: how you use the cards. Because honestly, there's more important things than the card itself. First thing, keep your utilization low. If your limit is $300, don't spend $295 every single month. The lower your credit is, the more you look riskier. Second, pay before the statement closing date if it is possible, not just the due date, because the statement balance is usually what gets reported first. Third, do not miss payments. Even one late payment can hurt it badly. Fourth, don't keep applying for cards every single week. Too many inquiries and new accounts can start hurting your credit profile. And lastly, be patient. A lot of people want an 800 credit score overnight. Huge credit limits instantly, immediate approvals everywhere. Real credit building takes consistency, not fake hacks. But overall, if you're somebody who is trying to build credit, rebuild credit, or start your credit journey, both of these cards can be a solid beginner option. Just make sure you understand pre approval does not always mean guaranteed approval, and soft pull checks does not always mean the final application won't have a hard inquiry. I really want to make this video realistic because I don't like feeding people fake dreams when it comes to credit. There's enough misinformation online already. So if this video helped you guys to make a better decision, make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell, and comment below what's your current credit score or your goal. Until next time, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.